cool we look doing stuff, but we're trying to refine the movement to make the movement more efficient. People have tried to teach this in the past and they fail, is that they make it about the cool firearms movements that they're doing.
Oh, yeah.
You know, they try to make it about the cool fire. Look at how cool I am. I'm doing these cool things.
Right.
So, you know, if they're on the ground and they're here and they need to shoot over there, of course, if they're going to engage right there, they're just going to turn and fire.
Right.
But if they need to be transitioning to get up to move over there or move back to cover over here,
Absolutely.
now you've got a position where you're having to base. And
Right. That's how it's
now,
taught.
now I'm bent
Yeah.
over.
There's your Gracie base get up
Yep.
that everyone's
I've
taught.
got this base
Yeah.
that I'm trying to move,
Right.
versus
No.
being able to transition up and move where I've got complete line of sight. I've got my firearm into my chest. I've got it completely going. So that's where we're trying to not make it about how cool we look doing stuff, but we're trying to refine the movement to make the movement more efficient. Because this, and trying to get up here or base out, is an inefficient movement.
Absolutely.
And it's taking eyes off the target, it's taking pistol off the target, it's taking everything off the target. Versus here, and being able to move, is a completely different thing. So it's not about how cool things look, it's about refining that movement down and getting that movement to where it's more refined, and that's where the fitness aspect comes to it. Is that, you know, healthy knees, healthy joints. All that scar tissue that's in them, we're starting to stretch it out a little bit because scar tissue goes, and it clenches up. So we're trying to break it out and move it a little bit in your knees or your hips or whatever it is, or your back, using these movements to do it, and it's also a more efficient way of moving. If you think about, for example, I'm here, and I need to get up, and you come in to kick me.
No.
I'm done, versus come in to kick me, and I can still be working. So even keeping both hands in the workspace not only applies to the gun, applies to the knife.
Sure.
You know, if I got to use a magazine to hit you
Absolutely.
with, keeping my hands in my workspace and moving off of my natural movement, that's where we want to be, not taking hands and putting them all over the place.
Absolutely.
So let's go from knees
Plus
and
this.
transitioning from the seated position and transitioning from there.
Plus this, if I may add, tightens you all up. This is like locking your movement up almost.
Yes.
You know what I mean? This doesn't allow for, I can't go that way anymore. I'm starting to get off balance because this is like an unnatural.
Yeah. Versus doing a simple knee shift, which is
Oh, yeah.
basically. So what you can do is, there you go. Yep. Another thing that you can do is that you can get back down in the seated position. Nope. Just keep this here and keep it moving back while you drive over.
I'm still stuck.
Here,
For some reason. Yeah.
if I just want to move to the side, there. Just come up to a kneel off of it. Everything that you know about balance is a lie. I don't mean that to say that you don't know what you're doing. But what I mean that by is that with physics, we're not talking about balance. Balance is a movement. Equilibrium is a state.